Hey guys, a lot of hot news on the Iraqi dinar revaluation front, which of course I believe is the catalyst for all the other currencies to go too. That's why my ninja strategies are so important, guys, because it's going to work no matter which currencies you have. Once you get this strategy in place, they work for all of them. So I hope you will subscribe, tap the bell. My information is down below if you want to schedule a session. It'll be next week. I'm going to be working, guys. I'm not going anywhere. Nobody's coming here during Thanksgiving week. So if you need to fit in, I'm thinking even on Thanksgiving Day, I could probably fit a couple in, because how more to be thankful. And guys, I'm thinking this might happen during the Thanksgiving holiday. I don't know. What do you think? Comment down below. It's a 4-day weekend. It's a good time to get a lot of people through the banks and the redemption center. So I'm thinking this might be good timing coming up. So, and everything else is saying that as well. I'm not the only one. So a good friend of mine, Rebecca, sent me this. It was a Wolverine post, and I guess it's gone viral. It was forwarded. It says, please remain grounded. They confirmed Brazil start, USA start, Colombia start. A representative of the Colombian project head number 1 starts with its delivery protocols to its Tier 4B Internet Group. Representative leader number 2 starts in December. Benches are ready and adapted to 100% of the QFS. The drought has already ceased. Wait for your notifications from Colombia today afternoon. The takeoff, victory of light. So that came from a good friend. Thank you so much, Rebecca. I appreciate you. I appreciate that update. And Debbie, I appreciate you. I just got off the phone with Debbie, and so I have a little bit of time in between appointments. So now this is the other summary from everybody else. And I just like to give you the updates in the afternoon, the summary of everybody's intel. Sandman, I think I'll save for last because I'm not sure how much time I have. So this was from Samson. It says the Arab Monetary Fund and the Bank for International Settlements organized the 5th meeting of the Monetary Policy Working Group in the Arab countries. Frank 26, Firefly Television is talking to us all day about the government taking measures to address the exchange rate in the parallel market, but they can't change the rate. They say only the Central Bank of America can. Frank goes, what's going on? Why doesn't the CBI help? Frank says, calm down, calm down. Evidently, Frank's back. I'm glad he's back. It said, as far as Parliament saying whatever they are saying, who cares? Their voice is an echo in the abyss of darkness. Mountain Goat. It seemed my contact in the CBI was bragging about the final steps and paperwork for the full membership of Iraq to the World Trade Organization and to look for the official announcement this week or sometime next week. But it is completed. I asked if Iraq needs an international rate of the dinar in order for full membership. I was told, and I quote from my source, Iraq needs a tradable international currency. I asked if this means liberated back on Forex trading and was told yes. So we are very close. These two events are converging, the World Trade Organization and the reinstatement. Guys, we've been expecting this. This is the best time to be alive. It's good to be alive. It's good to be alive. It's good to be alive. If you agree, comment down below. If you like my energy, please subscribe, tap the bell, because there's more where that comes from. I go live every morning, no matter what the day is. Every day, 365 days a year, I go live for coffee and conversations, talking with my peeps about the wealth transfer. This is the first of many wealth transfers, by the way, when you exchange your currency for American dollars and then you take the money and run, or whatever country you're in, you can forget it, because I help people all over the globe with this. Mark Z article, Baghdad reveals new economic Baghdad reveals new economic package to further de-dollarize trade. Of course, the goal is to strengthen the dinar. This one is from the Express Tribune. Unshackling the Iraqi dinar talks about how Iraq has a plan to unshackle themselves from the U.S. dealings. And it is aligning themselves with BRICS and the new emerging global commodities. Part of that process is strengthening the dinar, removing the 3 zeros, not a lop. These are great. They are coming from mainstream worldwide news sources and are talking about exactly what we are expecting, the strengthening of the dinar, de-dollarization, and the return of commodities backing their money. Guys, I don't know that it gets any better than this. What do you think? And then this is Ray Wren. I'm going to include him because he's not included in the summary right there because he doesn't do his, whatever. It said, a good source says all is ready, just waiting on the go signal. All systems are ready, no holdups in sight. Time will tell. Agency folks on higher alert. They're probably doing that about right now, their call. And it says, in Intel Guru Frank 26, I love his, I'm going to end with this one. The process to exchange your dinars, it's not going to be as difficult as your mind tells you right now that it's going to be. Amen. Amen, amen, amen. Even Pimpy said, what would be a super huge lift and bring a ton of value to the Iraqi dinars if they get away from the greenbacks and start using their own currency to do transactions for oil? That would be huge, of course. Caparoni, a lot of people probably don't realize, but I've been in the dinar investment since 2008, probably one of the most knowledgeable on the facts, and read most professional documents ever written pertaining to the dinar. I know what I'm talking about. Well, I'm glad he's here. I'm glad he's in this summary. Don't you? Aren't you glad I summarized this for you? Especially when people are busy still working to get by with this inflation and everything. We really need this now, and God's providing it. On Wednesday, the Prime Minister of Iraq's advisor took the lead from the Central Bank of Iraq and announced Iraq has the largest foreign currency reserves in its history and that the exchange rate treatment package aims to prevent profiteering at the expense of the economy. Yep, we talked about that. Sandman broke that into us, and I was really loving it. And then if you hadn't heard of the bank story, I need to end with this again, even though we've said it before. Everybody's heard it, I'm sure. And I'm going to start with post 1 of 3. It's a Colorado bank story. Frank said, I've never had so many bank stories in the last 2 weeks that it only knocked me off my feet, but I'm still floating up and on cloud 9. It's no secret what happened, bank story guy. I live in a very small town in western Colorado. I've been banking with the same bank for 30 years. The bank president borders on the edge of being a very good friend. This morning I walked into the bank and I saw him sitting in his office and I said, 4 or 5 years ago, I started talking about the dinar, and he said, yeah, he had on his poker face. I said, myself and my wife have X number of dinar. He said, okay. I said, I don't suggest that in my ninja strategies. If you're a ninja, you know what I mean. But only my ninja clients know my strategies. So this is not that. So don't take that as something you should be doing. He said, okay. I said, I hear Sudani talking about a date of January 1st that you can no longer use the American dollar in Iraq. It goes on. And he continued, and considering they're now talking about releasing change to the people, I said, when I first started talking to you about this exchange rate was about 1,470 roughly to 1. Does it make any sense to start issuing any new coinage? He kind of grinned at me big. He said, no, sir, it really doesn't. I said, Tom, I'm nervous. I know what the FDIC covers, and you know how much currency I have. Even if it goes 1 to 1, I'm kind of spooked about how much wealth I could lose. I said, you're a small bank. They're very well known throughout the state of Colorado, but they're not a Chase or a Wells Fargo. I told him I've got a Wells Fargo account, and I said, honestly, Tom, I hate that bank, but push comes to shove, I can transfer my funds. Listen to this. This is a good one. What's funny, all of a sudden his poker face breaks and he says, when it comes time to do the exchange, I'm sure we can assist in some way. I said, that's what I was hoping to hear. If and when the time comes, you and I have been friends for a long time. You know I have 100% trust in you. Do I come to you to get advice on how not to lose my funds? He says, no. I'm going to set you up with a wealth manager, and he immediately is typing stuff in his computer, and this is what caught me off guard. He turns around and he says, I've seen exchanges and movement in the dinar in just the past few days. I said, I got to get to Albuquerque this afternoon. I got to get going. When I get back, I'll give you a call. I stood up, shook his hand, and I said, you know what? I probably won't talk to you for a while, so happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. He said, we'll talk before that. Frank said, there it is. Guys, I needed to end with that good bank story. Thank you, Frank, for that. Thank you to all the dinar community. I love you one and all. We're all on the same boat. We're all rowing in the same direction. We want the RV. I'm just helping in a different way with an alternate strategy for those of us who might be a little testy about the NDAs and scans and just the whole word of redemption. I got redemption through Jesus Christ. Right? So anyways, what do you think? Comment down below. Talk to you later. I look forward to meeting you guys in person. We could do Zoom, FaceTime, or audio call only. If you're just interested, I can give you an overview in a half an hour. My rates, I will reply with my rates once you email me. God bless you. Bye.